Hey everyone, it's me, Raheel. It's a special food Tuesday because the 8th annual Black Restaurant Week is here and there are so many delicious spots to pick from, but we don't have that many days or calories left to spare, and I was absolutely overwhelmed. That's why I called up G, aka Bless the Belly, to help me pick the top spots to try out as we celebrate the best Black-owned restaurants here in our city. It's Tuesday, April 4th. I'm Raheel Ramzanali, and here's what Houston is talking about today. G, welcome back to the show. First time talking to you. How are you, man?
Man, I'm great. I'm blessed. Blessed by the best. How about yourself, brother?
I'm doing all right. Can't complain. It's a good day in the city of Houston. First and foremost, your episode that Cara Leone did with you, one of our best episodes. I enjoyed listening to it just as a listener. So thank you again for recommending the best soul food spots in the city of Houston.
Right. That was super dope, man. Thank you for having me, like I said, once again. And you know I'm always down to bring some good energy. I'm already hungry, so let's talk. Let's chat.
Let's talk. Before we get into our list of the best Black Restaurant Week restaurants to try, I got to ask you, how was your trip to the Dominican Republic first?
Oh, man. Listen, life-changing trip. I've been out the country a few times. I've been blessed to be able to go like Jamaica, Mexico, stuff like that. But the Dominican Republic gave me a whole different view. And I think it was amazing to try some of that authentic Caribbean food, man. Fresh out the water, fresh out the sea. It felt like no other. It was super dope, bro. You got to check it. If I tell anybody, try out the Caribbeans.
Yeah, how did it change your view of everything?
So I'm a big thinker, man. I sit back and I reflect sometimes and I'm like, wow, just to know that I was across water. All of us as humans are the same. We have a lot alike, so it's no different, right? We all just trying to make it out here. But just seeing how, a country like that, they're not as fortunate as some of the other countries, especially like the United States. So it makes you way more humble, going over there. I was able to give back. Not only do I preach in the foodie world, eat good and, eat some cool food, but I like to give back too. So I was able to touch the hands of some of the babies in the Dominican Republic who didn't really have food like that. And I was glad to be able to bless them and be a part of that, So that was amazing. Super dope, man. Super dope experience.
That's so beautiful. Isn't it cool? No matter where you are, if you have food and two humans, you can join and share that meal and there's always going to be a connection.
Yeah.
You can still communicate and reflect together with just that one common thing of food.
Right. That's very true. Food brings us together, man. Thanks.
Absolutely. Black Restaurant Week is currently running we're going right now until April 16th. So you've got to go check it out. We've got a link in the show description right now to find all the spots. But I really want to expand the coverage and talk about Black-owned restaurants here in the city of Houston and get your recommendation for people who want to go out and celebrate Black Restaurant Week. So I want to start with a few categories and I'll get your opinion on where all of our listeners need to go. So the first one, it's an easy one. What's the best food truck to try during Black Restaurant Week?
Man, listen, y'all put me against the wall when y'all ask me these questions because there's so many in Houston. It's
I know.
Never ending. But there's a lot to support, man. Me personally, if I'm shouting somebody out, I would definitely have to say Party's Food Truck. Party's Food Truck is like a Cajun style food truck. They're from New Orleans. It is super small. Like I'm amazed when I go because I'm like, how do y'all whip up some of this good stuff on this truck like this? It seems like there's no room in there, but it just makes it even more merrier to me because I'm like, man, whatever y'all are doing an amazing job. And it's real good Creole, great seasoning, great fish. You almost get a best of everything, right? Because they have like fish, pasta, burgers, wings. Oh, man, I get full at Parties. Shout out to Parties for sure.
Okay, Parties. That's the first one. All right. How about the best lunch spot to try on a work day, right? So the office wants to go out and they're like, hey, let's pick a cool restaurant. Let's go support Black Restaurant Week. Best lunch spot.
Lunch spot? Now, that's tricky because do you want to go back to work or look, because if I give you somewhere too good.
Let's do a Friday lunch spot because, on Friday, nobody's working anyway. So at least they get the rest of the day off. They can just bum at the desk.
True. I would say, because I was going to aim towards some barbecue. On Fridays, I either like fish or like barbecue. But, for barbecue, sometimes it can get people a little too full. That's why I say, do you want to go back to work? But I would definitely recommend some cool spots what is it, Wing Quarter. You have Chicken Heads is real good. They're a little further out. They're good. stuffed wings, man. If you want to try something, that's unique and not too filling, because 6 to 8 of those wings will get you right, get you a drink, and go back
Yeah.
to work. But somebody like me, I'm more of a like get full no matter when, where, and I'll figure out the rest later. So I like Mickey's Cafe. I recommend saying like going to Mickey's. They have really filling plates. You get like what is it, 2 sides and a meat and stuff, and then by the time you leave out of Mickey's, you pretty much end. I would hope you're ending your workday. That's all I gotta say.
Ooh. Mickey's is
Yeah.
barbecue.
No, Mickey's is soul food. That soul food puts you in a whole
Okay.
mood. So it's one of
Nice. I like
those.
it.
Yes, sir.
All right. How about best dinner spot?
Okay, dinner. Are we talking classy or are we talking just to eat?
Anything you want. Give
Um,
us both. Let's do both.
Okay, dinner spots, man. Man, Houston has so many dinner spots. Where would I go for dinner for Black Restaurant Week? I like Davis Street at Herman Park. Last year, actually, with Black Restaurant Week, because I'm not sure if you guys know, I've worked with them for the past few years. We've actually traveled together. I've been able to see some of the Black restaurants outside of Houston. So they sent me to New York. I think Black Restaurant Week has sent me to like LA. So it's been super cool to see some stuff outside of Houston. But if we're talking Houston, I definitely like Davis Street. That was unique. They have unique items there. Let's see. You said dinner. I like once again Caribbean food, so I like the whole, like the fish, and then you have a place like Cool Runnings. Cool Runnings is real good. Love Cool Runnings. That'll be a cool dinner spot. Um, and man, Gotti's, I've been hearing about Gotti's. I've never been, so it's gonna be kind of hard for me to just stand by it. But from what I've seen and what I've heard, I'm like, let me go ahead and recommend Gotti's because I've been seeing a lot of good stuff about them, as well as like Grooves of Houston. This is it. If you like soul food, once again, this is it. Is really good. Lost and Found, Prospect Park is more of like a club vibe, but you can still go at night and get you some good food, right? Get you
Yeah.
some drinks, maybe a friend or two or something. So yeah.
So many good spots here.
This episode is brought to you by Certified Piedmontese Beef. Listen up, foodies. Make your next meal even better with real Nebraska beef. They have healthy, tender, delicious Italian heritage beef, grass-fed and sustainably raised on lush pastures in the Midwest. You can even create your own personally curated meat box that's shipped right to your door. To get 2 free steaks with any purchase over $50, use the code FREEBEEF at checkout. Learn more and shop exclusively at cpbeef.com.
Let's do best Houston spot. Like what restaurant fully encompasses our city, in your opinion, for Black Restaurant Week, and you have to try it?
I would say there's a few, of course, because you could always go to Frenchie's, right? Frenchie's is definitely an H-Town staple. If you
Oh, yeah.
love chicken and you haven't been to Frenchie's and you're in Houston, then you're doing it backwards. So I would definitely say Frenchie's represents H-Town. Been here for a while. They brand really good as well, too. And if you know, like I know, Beyonce and a few other celebrities rep Frenchie's as well. So shout out to them. I would also say for Houston, Burns Barbecue. Shout out to Burns Barbecue on the north side. I definitely think that they represent Houston in the best way. They're from Acres Home, right in the middle of Acres Home. Carl Crawford is, in the family. He was a famous baseball player coming from
Yep.
this side. They have a good food, good promotion, great business. I definitely think they represent Houston in the best way possible because, once again, if you're from the north side and you haven't heard of Burns, what rock have you been under?
Yeah, I would say the whole city now. Like you mentioned,
Right.
they've been branding, they've been out there, and everyone likes them. That's really good too.
So you know about Burns. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All right, I got a sweet tooth. Okay, real
Okay.
like I have to eat sweets, G. So
You
I
got
need
to
to
have
know
big
where's
sweets.
the best dessert I need to go check out for Black Restaurant Week.
Man, you got to go check out that funnel cake place, man. You got to go check out the funnel cake place for
Ooh,
sure. If you like a good funnel cake, right? Sugar Rush has some good sweets and stuff too. It's exactly how it sounds, Sugar Rush. So prepare, prepare to
okay.
get that definitely going on. But I like funnel cakes. I think it's unique. Anytime you can get something and then put all these different toppings on it, you win me. So, ice cream spots, funnel cake spots, just put me a whole bunch of decoration on top and I'll take care of the rest.
Man, I love funnel cakes so much. It got to
Yes.
the point where you can't eat funnel cakes every single day, okay? Because it's not
Right.
healthy. There's a lot of grease in it as well. So I even tried creating an air fried funnel cake to like cut back on the grease. And
Right.
it just doesn't hit the spot, G. It
Yeah,
doesn't.
it doesn't. And it's funny because I'm the same way. I don't like them too greasy. I don't like any food too greasy. That's why it's bless the belly. But when I went to like the rodeo and stuff, it's really good, but it might be too greasy. So shout out to my boy Travis at the Funnel Bar, and shout out to Funnelocity as well. It's a 16-year-old young lady that runs the funnel cake spot. And when I say both of those spots, I think you should definitely try because you'll be surprised, man. No
Oh,
super
that's cool.
grease, great toppings, filling. Man, I'm
Mm.
getting hungry just thinking about it. So shout out to the Funnel Bar and Funnelocity for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna check them out for sure because
Yeah.
I'm a fiend for funnel cakes. Okay, I got
Yes.
two more categories for you. Where's your best hidden gem? A spot that's so underrated that needs a little bit more shine during Black Restaurant Week. Where is that?
Shout out to 3D's Crazy Kitchen. 3D's is a really good spot I went to a few years back, and they have like this crazy amount of like different wings, man, and so many different flavors. I think they could definitely use some more noise, man, because from what I've tried, I'm like, golly, y'all not selling out every
Mm.
day. Y'all need to be selling out every single day with some stuff like this. So I definitely want to shout out to 3D's. They're on the north side too as well. Um, who else might need a little bit of love, man, that I know? Swamp Chicken in Mo City. Swamp Chicken, they just opened maybe about a month or two ago max. They've been getting love, but they're in the corner over there in Missouri City, man. And I don't think a lot of people might know that they're there, but it's like, yeah, go try them out because they have really good
Okay.
food too. They have a lot of different options. They have stuffed wings in there as well, all the way down to like the fried pickles. Man, I had me a pasta there. I had a whole bunch of stuff. So show them some
Ooh.
love for sure.
All right, final one, and this is all about you. The G spot. Okay, where is
Ooh.
G going multiple times during Black Restaurant Week? Give us the G spot.
The G spot multiple times during Black Restaurant Week. I know for sure I have to hit something like you know what's funny? Shout out to I believe you pronounce it Sha Bebe. It's like Sha Bebe Cajun Cafe.
Mm-hmm.
They're in Beaumont. They're on the outskirts of Houston. It's about an hour or so away. If I could go to them every day, I would for sure. Because she does her thing in that kitchen. It's like every time I go, it's made with love. I need food that's made with love. Act like I'm not there, and everybody you're serving to is made with love, right? So
Uh,
that's definitely what I'm on. Um, Several times a week. Let me see. I will probably say comfort foodies, man. I love their empanadas over there. If I could eat those every day, I would. Comfort foodies is actually a Dominican slash soul food restaurant.
oh wow.
So, right. And so the husband takes over the soul food and the wife is Dominican. So she takes over the Dominican side. So that means you'll have like oxtails with plantains. Super dope blend. Now that I've been to Dominican Republic, you'll definitely catch me there for Black Restaurant Week because I'm like, listen, I got to follow up with
Yeah.
this. I got to make sure that when I came from Dominican Republic, it's just the same, that authentic taste with it. So you'll probably definitely catch me there getting some empanadas and following up with my Dominican taste buds.
I like that. Last thing, what does it mean for the city of Houston now to be celebrating for the 8th year Black Restaurant Week and giving so much love to these restaurants that are grinding, putting out some great food, and really changing the game? What does it mean for the city?
Oh, it means everything. Us coming together, bro. I mean, it's just super dope because not only do we have the power to come together and do whatever we want to, I think us recognizing some of these Black restaurants gives them the platform that they need, right? Because some of these restaurants don't understand marketing. Some of these restaurants need a little promotion. Some of these restaurants have really good food items and options, but don't get the highlight they need. So with Black Restaurant Week coming through and doing that, I think it's amazing to show some of these people's culinary skills all the way down to the chefs, catering, the restaurants we've shouted out. We're celebrating Black period. So I think it's super dope. I'm always glad to be a part. Shout out to Warren, who's over Black Restaurant Weeks. Like I said, we've done a lot of work together and I continue wanting to grow with them. So I definitely say, shout out to y'all and let's keep it going, man. I want to support as many as I can.
I love it. G, thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure, and we'll talk to you again, hopefully here soon.
Yes, thank y'all so much for having me, man. I appreciate it. Bless the belly.
That was G. You can follow his culinary adventures on Instagram at Bless the Belly. Okay, before we go, AAA Texas just released new numbers saying that gas prices are about to spike up due to demand, the cost of crude oil, and all sorts of other factors. Basically, what you need to know is that we're currently paying about $3.15 a gallon, which is about 35 cents cheaper than the national average. But with the summer months approaching and our demand is already at summer months level, the cost is definitely going up. Just something to think about as you plan those always fun summer road trips. All right, that will do it for today. I'm Rahil Ramsnali, and be sure to subscribe to our newsletter, Hey Houston, at houston.citycast.fm. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you learned something new. G, it looks like we're losing you. Hold on. Can you hear me, G? Okay, hold on.